Imagine being so powerful that you can stop a speeding train with your bare hands, but every time you save someone, the entire city starts hating you. This is the story of Hancock. Hello friends, at the beginning of this movie, we are shown a man who is completely wasted and lying asleep on the side of the road. Just then, a boy comes up to him, wakes him up, and shows him the news, where some criminals are running away with a car. The criminals are causing trouble everywhere, so Hancock tells the boy to get out of there. As the boy leaves, he even insults Hancock and walks away. Hancock quickly gets up and goes after the criminals. He catches the guys who were escaping in the car and literally picks up their car, leaving it hanging from the side of a building. Now, we can see that Hancock has successfully caught the thieves, but he has also caused massive destruction all over the city. Because of this, everyone starts cursing him and calling him a menace. After that, we are shown a railway track where a man named Ray gets his car stuck right in the middle of the tracks. There are trains coming from both sides, but even though Ray tries his best, he can't get out of the car. Just then, Hancock appears and lifts Ray's entire car, throwing it safely to the other side. But instead of stopping there, Hancock flies directly in front of the train and completely destroys it. Now everyone starts yelling at Hancock again. They tell him that just to save one man's life, he put the lives of dozens of other people in danger. But Hancock doesn't care about their insults because, by now, he has become a completely different kind of superhero. Just then, Ray arrives and thanks Hancock. He tells him that the only reason he is still alive today is because of him. After that, Ray asks Hancock for a ride home because his car has been completely destroyed. Hancock takes Ray and his ruined car and brings him back to his house. Ray has a wife and a son, and Ray's son is actually a huge fan of Hancock. He invites Hancock to stay and have dinner with them. However, we soon realize that Ray's wife doesn't like Hancock at all. While they are having dinner, Hancock asks Ray's son if the food was made properly and calls him Johnny. Ray's wife immediately corrects him and says that his name isn't Johnny. His name is Aaron. Then Aaron tells Hancock that there is a boy at school who keeps bullying him, and he wants to teach that kid a lesson. Hancock casually tells him that he should kick the bully right between the legs. Just then, Mary interrupts them and says that this is definitely not the kind of advice a kid should be getting from a superhero. Mary gets angry and tells Hancock, "He is just a little kid, and this is what you are teaching him?" After dinner, Hancock is about to leave when Ray stops him. Ray tells him that he wants everyone to respect Hancock and recognize his powers. At that moment, Hancock ignores Ray's advice and walks away. But later, Hancock starts thinking about Ray's words and decides to come back. However, the problem was that every time Hancock tried to help someone, he also caused a huge amount of destruction. Just then, Ray's wife arrives and asks them if they have seen the news today. When they turn on the TV, they see reporters screaming about Hancock and calling him a complete menace. They even say that Hancock didn't show up for his court date again. The reporter says that if anyone else had done something like this, they would already be behind bars. She also accuses Hancock of constantly misusing his powers. Hearing this, Ray suddenly gets an idea about how to make people respect Hancock. Ray tells Hancock that he should voluntarily go to jail. Then, whenever the city actually needs him, the authorities will have no choice but to release him and ask for his help. Hancock doesn't want to do it at first, but eventually he listens to Ray and goes to prison. Once Hancock enters the prison, we see that almost every prisoner inside is his enemy because Hancock himself was the one who put many of them behind bars. Some of the prisoners even try to fight Hancock and take revenge on him, but Hancock completely destroys them. He stays in prison for several days. Of course, Hancock could easily escape whenever he wanted, but because of Ray, he decides to stay there and follow the plan. Meanwhile, we see that the number of criminals in the city starts increasing rapidly. Then Ray comes to visit Hancock and tells him that he has been sentenced to 8 years in prison. However, if Hancock behaves properly, his sentence could be reduced to 4.5 years. Hearing this, Hancock gets furious. He starts breaking the prison door and tries to walk out. But Ray convinces him that one day, the authorities will definitely call him out when they need his help. He just needs to be patient. After hearing this, Hancock finally stays inside. But now Hancock is extremely bored in prison. Then one day, A police officer comes to him and tells him that he has been doing a great job whenever he lands outside. He also tells Hancock that he has been behaving much better with the police, exactly the way Ray taught him. The officers then tell Hancock that one of their fellow officers has been badly injured by terrorists, and they need him to rescue her. Hancock immediately agrees and flies to the location. He finds the injured police officer and safely picks her up before bringing her back to the other officers. The police are impressed and tell Hancock that he is finally doing a good job. But just then, they discover that 4 terrorists have taken several innocent people hostage. Hancock immediately rushes toward them. This time, he doesn't hold back. He completely destroys the terrorists and saves every single hostage from them. After rescuing the civilians, Hancock goes toward one of the police officers who had been waiting for him. Ray finally asks Mary, "Who are you?" Mary then reveals the truth. She tells him that it is true that she and Hancock have the exact same powers. Ray is shocked and asks Mary what kind of relationship she actually has with Hancock. Mary then explains that she and Hancock were husband and wife in the past. She says that no matter where she goes in the world, Hancock will always be able to find her. That is simply their fate. But there is one major problem. If the two of them stay close to each other for too long, their powers slowly begin to disappear. Eventually, they start aging just like normal human beings and will one day die like ordinary people. After hearing the truth, Hancock quietly leaves the place and goes to a wine shop. While he is there, the cashier suddenly points toward the basement. It turns out that 2 criminals are hiding down there. Hancock immediately goes after them and catches both thieves. He brings them outside, but suddenly, the criminals start shooting at him. Hancock gets extremely angry and beats both of them badly. But then Hancock notices something strange. He looks at the place where the bullets hit him and realizes that he is actually bleeding. For the first time, Hancock understands that he is no longer invincible. A moment later, he suddenly passes out. Hancock is then taken to the hospital. Mary comes to visit him and tells him that he should never have come so close to her. She explains that being near her is the reason his powers are disappearing. According to Mary, if Hancock stays away from her, his powers will eventually come back. She then reveals that the two of them have been together for thousands of years. But every time they get too close to each other, their powers start disappearing. Hancock then asks Mary what happened to them about 80 years ago. Mary explains that 80 years earlier, the two of them were already living together as husband and wife. One day, they were at the beach when riots suddenly broke out across the city. They had actually planned to watch a movie that day, and Hancock had the tickets with him. But because the situation became dangerous, they decided to leave the area. While they were on their way, a group of people attacked Hancock. During the attack, Hancock suffered a serious injury to his head. When he finally woke up in the hospital, Mary was sitting right beside him. But because of the injury, Hancock couldn't recognize her. Mary then made a difficult decision. She decided that she would leave Hancock and stay away from him. And as soon as Mary went far away from Hancock, he regained consciousness within an hour. Just then, several terrorists enter the building with one goal: to kill Hancock. Mary immediately steps in front of Hancock to protect him. The terrorists open fire and Mary gets seriously injured. Seeing Mary being shot, Hancock completely loses control. He becomes furious and starts taking down the terrorists one by one. Soon, only one terrorist remains. The man keeps firing directly at Hancock. But this time, Hancock is already badly wounded from all the bullets. Eventually, he loses his balance and collapses to the ground. The terrorist walks over to him, places a gun against Hancock's head, and prepares to finish him. But before he can pull the trigger, Ray suddenly comes from behind and cuts off the terrorist's other hand. At the same time, we see Mary lying on the floor. Her heart has completely stopped beating. The doctors desperately try everything they can to save her life. They even use electric shocks to restart her heart. Meanwhile, Hancock is also badly injured. With whatever strength he has left, he somehow manages to jump out through a nearby window. And the moment Hancock gets far enough away from Mary, something incredible happens. Mary's heartbeat suddenly comes back. After some time, we are shown Hancock protecting the entire city. He has finally become the superhero everyone always wanted him to be. But Hancock makes one final decision. He decides that from now on, he will stay away from Mary forever. Because he knows that if he stays close to her, both of their powers will eventually disappear, and they will start aging just like normal humans. Eventually, they would grow old and die. Mary, meanwhile, has completely recovered and is now living happily with her family. And Hancock has finally become a true superhero. Even though he still loves Mary, he chooses to stay away from her forever because he knows that this is the only way they can keep their powers and continue protecting the people. And with that, the movie finally comes to an end.